Hey, 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 where is everybody? Y'all didn't think I was coming to you live today, did you? Ha, tricked you. Tricked you. I fooled you. I fooled you. Oh, y'all are not going to believe what I'm going to talk about today. You just won't believe it. You will not believe this. I can't even begin to tell you how crazy this is. I'm going to close that off so you guys can see me. I apologize for the no shave today. Dadpreneur has been wide open. He got the shower. He didn't get the shave. He ran out of the house. It's been nuts. But so got a lot to talk about today. And, you know, I usually don't get very I don't know, wound up and in your face about certain things. I just kind of let things go and take care of themselves. I let the universe take care of it. But, you know, I've been hearing, oh my God, I've been hearing so much about, well, you know, why would people want to go to cryptocurrency? Why would anyone want to turn their fiat currency into cryptocurrency? Well, I'm going to talk to you about that very thing today. That very thing. And the reason I'm going to talk to you guys, I forgot I needed to pull my phone up so I could see the comments. I'm sorry, y'all. If you're talking to me, I'm not ignoring you. I just couldn't see you, and I do apologize. All right, so it looks like I got some hearts and some things going on. Hey, Rick. Hey, Mathus. Hey, Katie. Hey, Ellie. Nice to see all of you guys. So, you know, so those of you who know me, you know that I got started back in crypto about a year ago. Bitcoin was my first adventure into the revolution. You know, and I call it a movement. I call it a movement for a reason. Thanks for all the hearts and likes, everybody. I love you guys. Thank you. I love seeing those hearts go across the screen. That is so cool. So you all know that I joined a movement, right? Like I really sincerely joined a movement because I wanted people to actually be able to control, to take back the power, right? Like from the beginning, I've said, you know, there are a few families in the world that they rule finance, and I love those hearts. I love them. So they rule finance, and so, you know, they've been in control for a long time. They've had the power for a long time. And it's really time for a shift. It's time for a change. And, you know, I kind of mellowed out a little bit after that and kind of, you know, held it down a little bit, compressed it some. And then, you know, we learned the things that we learned, right? We joined a bunch of platforms. We had Bitcoin stolen from us. We had it disappear. We had, you know, we had the mafia come after us and break our legs and arms. No, I'm kidding. But it felt like that, right? You know, at points in time in 2017, it really felt like that. And so, you know, when cryptogenics came along, it wasn't even a name, y'all. I didn't know the name. All I knew is it was going to be education, and it was going to protect the people. Those were the two things I knew: education, and it was going to protect the people. That's all I knew when I jumped, okay? And I jumped and I said, I am in. I'm in. I don't even care what you call it. Don't care. How long is it going to take to get it up? They said, 90 days or so. I was like, good, cool. I'm with you. You know, and I started going to the people that I love and care about, and I started explaining to them that we had been taken advantage of in 2017 because there was no education. And it wasn't that you couldn't Google. It wasn't that you couldn't YouTube. It wasn't that you couldn't buy books, read books. It wasn't any of that. It wasn't that you couldn't hire a mentor. It was that in the time that it would take, for you to get the education that you needed to get, not to be taken advantage of, not to be stolen from, not to be tricked, not to be lied to. It would take a year, 2 years, 3 years, you know. So when the idea of an education platform came up, a tried and true 7 and 8 figure income earner education platform came out, I was like, yeah, I'm in, no problem. And so I started talking to people, and I told people, and they got excited, and you know, we're all excited about the education. Well, I still get asked almost every day, why would people want to take their fiat currency and turn it into cryptocurrency? And I say 100% control, be your own bank, okay? You don't have to ask permission from anybody to use your money. So that fires me up to one of my topics today. The bank wouldn't take my freaking money. Okay, so to digress for just a second, I live in a small town, not going to say the name of the town, but I live in a small town. In that small town, there's no Wells Fargo. We moved here approximately 5 years ago. Everywhere we've ever lived, there's been Wells Fargos. And so we had 4 accounts with them, do all of our banking, major banking with Wells Fargo, up until I got involved in cryptocurrency and turned most of our, you know, liquid cash, took it out of the bank. It was collecting dust, turned it into Bitcoin, which was making me money, is making me money. But we have, through the deaths of some family members, we have some property and stuff that we owner financed, and so we get you know, a monthly check for that that we have to put in a bank. Well, it got to where it was too far to drive once a month, 45 minutes each way to get to the closest Wells Fargo. So we went to our local bank, right? And we opened an account, and we've had, you know, a great experience as far as that goes. It's a small bank. It's not big corporate owned, and it feels nice, you know, and people are friendly and this, that, and the other. And so we opened this account so that we would have a local place to deposit these checks once a month, and just, you know, let it sit there. It's collecting dust. But, you know, that's another story. We're letting it collect dust for our son. But nevertheless, so I had 6 cars, 6 automobiles. And I have a Lincoln Town car that I have not driven. Beautiful car, absolutely gorgeous, drop dead car, like it just rolled off the showroom. And it just sit in the garage. Maybe we took a trip about 3-4 hours away back in April around Easter, and we actually drove it for the first time in 6 months. We put less than 450 miles on the car in 6 months. So I said, you know what? It's time to let somebody else love this car. This is too good of an automobile to let it ruin, right? So a friend of ours has a business down the street, and they live on a main highway. And we said, you know, this car would get a whole lot better traffic. It would get a lot more eyes on it if we put it out here on the main road. So we put it out on the main road, and in 2 days we had 45 inquiries, and had an offer on it last night. And so we accepted the offer because we wanted somebody to love it. And long story short, we had to meet them at the bank today. That's why I didn't get my shave. That's why I didn't get my live done at 2 o'clock. That's why a lot of things that I wanted to get done today are on the back burner, but I'll catch up. No worries. I can do that. So we meet them at the bank. They do the financing, the whole 9 yards. The bank says, okay, we're going to cut the check to you as the seller and you as the buyer. Is that okay? I'm like, yeah, sure. So the lady who bought the car endorsed the back of the check, right? And so I take the check and I go on down to this local bank, you know, bebop, here we go. We're going to the bank, go through the drive-through, and I hand them the check after she watches me sign it on the steering wheel, right? And I hand her the check. I hand her my bank card, and she says, what do you want me to do with it? Not, hey, how are you? Nothing. What do you want me to do with it? I'm like, okay. I said, I want to deposit that, please. Did you hear what I said? I want to deposit that, please. Now, this is a financial institution bank, okay? A local financial institution, no less. she's talking. I see her call all these people, you know, she's got the speaker off. I can't tell what they're talking about. Next thing I know, she comes over to the loudspeaker and she says, who is this person on this check? And I said, well, she was the buyer of my car. I just sold a car. And she's like, well, she's going to have to come here and you're going to have to put her on your account, and you both will have to do a signature card so that we can deposit this check. I'm like, what? Really? You're kidding, right? It's a bank check. Hello, it's a financial bank check. It's a cashier's check. It's got money. I'm going to put it in my bank. I'm not asking you to cash it. No, we can't do it because, well, she's not on your account, number one. And number two, we need to physically put eyes on her to see her and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, just give me the check back, right? Like, by this point, I'm aggravated. Hey, Bethany. I know, David, it was crazy. So by this point, I'm like, really? So she gives me a check back. I drive back down to the other institution, right? And I hand them the check. And they said, what's wrong? And I said, you're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this. They were like, what? I was like, they won't deposit the check. They were like, really? I'm like, yeah, really. And this particular institution is a loan institution, so they couldn't cash the check for me. But neither here nor there. They ripped the check up, throw it in the trash, cut me a new check with my name only, and they're like, we're so sorry. And I was like, you know, this is exactly why the world is going to go to cryptocurrency. Like, we're going to just start dealing in Bitcoin only. Like, if I'd have sold my car to that woman for Bitcoin, I'd already have my money in my wallet and it'd be gone. Okay, I could be spending it. I could be giving it away. I could be buying mining rigs. I could be doing whatever I want to do with it. They laughed. They were like, what? Crypto what? I'm like, cryptocurrency. Like, what is that? I'm like, you don't know what cryptocurrency is? Hold that thought. So here I am pulling out my stuff, giving everybody, So there were 5 people in the office. I handed out 5 pieces of information. I have 5 people to follow back up with. But the great thing about this is they're in the financial industry. So they kind of understand how money works. But y'all, they wouldn't take my money. For real. Like, that's why people want to go to cryptocurrency. Okay? That is why. And so I'm all upset. I'm mad. I'm driving down the road. Here I got to go back to the bank. So I say to myself, now you've made me mad. You're not getting my money this time, but you're going to cash this check because I got an account with you. So I pull back up in the window, and she's like, yes. And I'm like, okay, really? You're going to have an attitude now because I came back? I'm like, I'm going to sign this check. So I signed it on the steering wheel, and I put it in there, and I gave her my bank card, and I said, and this time, instead of depositing it, I just want my money. Just give me my money, all in hundreds. Well, I don't know if we can do that. I'm like, you better get to the bank manager because I am done. I want my money, okay? I want my money. And you better be glad I'm not taking the rest of it out of the bank and closing the account. She was just rude and ugly and just, really? For real? Y'all. Now, I'm going to digress here, and I'm going to say this about our community, okay? The cryptocurrency community that I know, that I'm a part of, that I deal with people in on a daily basis, we're a family. We're happy. We're, even when it's down, we're still happy because we're hodling. We're just not, spending. We just ain't spending, period. But we're nice, and we're helpful, and we're courteous, and we want to, better each other. We want to make sure each other has a nice day. This woman could care less. Like, all she wanted to know was where was the woman on the check. Okay. I don't care where the woman was with the check. She's got my car and gone. Okay. Now, that is kind of how that works. But on a very serious note, that is exactly why I am a pro advocate for crypto and Bitcoin, because I can control it. I can transfer it. The blockchain, if my title had been on the blockchain, it would have been bing, bang, boom, done. You know, no notaries, no, I got to see your signature. No, I need your ID. You've got the little number. You transfer it. You're done. Okay. So that's my story about the bank wouldn't take my money. You know, I'm sorry I ran into rave for a minute, but it's okay. Cryptogenics. We got some big updates this week. Today we're going to talk about the fact that we have a big meeting in Tampa, and you know, that's going to be absolutely off the chain. The meeting will be tomorrow, Friday. Mr. Rick Ricketts, Pinnacle Leader with Cryptogenics, and core members Mike Boggs and Stephen McCullough will be officiating said meeting. There will be a big training call on Saturday right there locally. You'll get some one-on-one training with the three guys. They're going to teach you on and offline marketing. You know, three of the biggest people in the company are going to teach you their tricks of the trade. That's the beautiful thing. I would definitely be there if I could be there. There is going to be a huge announcement tomorrow. Huge. You're not going to want to miss it. We're going to stream it live from Tampa. And I think it's going to get everybody really excited. Like, I know it's going to get everybody really excited. I can't tell you what it is. You know, I know you probably came to this live to find out what it was. Trick on you. I can't tell you, but I can tell you that it's going to be live, and we'll be tuning in tomorrow at 7 p.m. Tomorrow, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. We will get the big news, and everybody will know what's going on. Additionally, Cryptogenics is up and running. We're in over 80 countries. We're about to bust the 3,000 mark in people. We are in soft pre-launch, y'all. We've only been up and running about, I don't know, 5-6 weeks, something like that. We haven't crossed the 2-month period, okay? And people are loving the education. The reviews are 5-star. The people are ranting and raving. You know, people are learning. They're encouraging others to learn. We have tools to help you share this. And guess what? It can be free. It can absolutely be free. You can get your ROI back with introducing 3 other people to it, right? And then help them get theirs free. I mean, why not just keep paying it forward, right? Like, let's all help each other get it free. So that being said, we have that. Then we also have another tool on board with us, and that tool is called KGX Pro. KGX Pro. You can check that out if you like. My link to that is cryptokris.kgxpro.com, and you can check it out. You can see what it's about. It's a great marketing tool, a CMS. You've got emails, you've got social media, you've got lead sourcing, you've got all of these things in one spot, and you'll be able to actually you know, share your business and help your business grow with this great tool. On a bright note, or another note, I should say, not a bright note. It's not a bright note. I'm sorry. That was the wrong word to use. Everybody needs to put out a lot of positive energy, a lot of love and light, and send it towards Kathy over in Hawaii. Pele she's unhappy. She's erupting again. She's gassing. She's doing all kinds of ugly. You know, thankfully they're safe. Their home is safe, but they could use all the light and energy we can send them. I think that Kathy will probably be evacuating again in the near future, you know, going across the island. Ladies and gentlemen, green mining is here at Cryptogenics. Green mining is here. What is a green miner? Well, number one, it mines coins. You select the coin that it mines: Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, or Green X. Additionally, 40% of the energy used to mine is solar. 40% of the energy used to mine is solar. One of those coins, Green X, is a completely green coin with a completely green company behind it. More information to come soon on that. You can participate with that if you like. Please note, you cannot participate in the green rigs. You can't buy them, you can't use them, you can't operate them if you are not a member of Kryptogenics. Now that's either customer or promoter, okay? That being said, we want to make sure that everybody understands that you can only get 10 of these rigs in a 30-day period. So in 1 month, you can only personally buy 10 rigs, okay? So I just want to make sure that that's very clear. Also, there are no contracts. Everything the rig makes is all yours. You can have that rig at home, or you can house it in Utah. The cost to run this rig is very, very affordable. It's approximately in the $2 range per day, $2.50, somewhere in that area per day. So less than $100 a month. Great thing. And additionally to that, you get a 2-year warranty with it. And if you want to put it in the Utah facility, you get the serial number, the location of the rig, and the address to the location. Yes, you can actually tour the location. We are above board, legal, and compliant. That's very important for us at Kryptogenics. There are too many people out there willing to take your money, swindle you out of your money, swindle you out of your Bitcoin. Please, 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 please be careful and invest wisely. With that being said, I think that about covers my updates. Yeah, so personal updates for my team. Crypto Nights. Saddle up, mount up, let's go. We're going to start doing meetings, trainings. They will be recorded. We're going to walk through the actual education program one lesson at a time. One lesson at a time. For everybody that wants to join, the information will be in the Cryptocation Crypto Nights room. I will post it. I will go over it. And I will make sure that everybody has that information that wants to join. I will record these. Bear in mind, the recording will not show the actual lesson. So we will pause the video while we watch the lesson, and then we will reopen the video and see what questions and what comments we have and discuss the actual education process. So just know that the recording, you will not be able to get the recordings of these classes and, not purchase the education program. That is not what this is designed to do. This is designed to make sure that the team is getting the information, that the team is learning, and that the team gets their questions answered and they move forward. This is the only way that I can verify personally that I'm doing the best that I can to help my team. With well over, 1,800 people, I don't expect everybody's going to join us, but I do expect that people will grab these and at least go through the questions and answers. Okay, so we'll do that on Zoom. We will do that recorded. I will appoint a secretary, someone that will stick this out with me lesson for lesson, every lesson, and make sure that we get these recorded and that all questions get answered. So I'm going to need someone to volunteer for that. Anybody that wants to volunteer for that, please contact me directly. Also, I'm going to be bringing something to the team that is going to prevent you from ever having to worry about who you will talk to next. So more details on that very, very soon. With that being said, I'm sorry that live was so late today. I apologize for that. Things happen. As you could tell, I was dealing with the bank. I was dealing with the finance people. I was dealing with all kinds of stuff, and it just was not happening. So I look forward to seeing you guys hopefully tomorrow at my normal time around 2 o'clock. I'll try to give everybody a heads up. I thank everybody for taking time out of their day, their busy schedules to come say hi to me, to give me the hearts and the likes, to take a few minutes out of their day and just smile with me. Hopefully you learned something from this live today, and I'll see some comments that will give me some ideas for the next one. So love you guys. Thank you. And I look forward to meeting with you tomorrow. Everybody have a cryptastic day. See you tomorrow.